Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna and I'm a full-time reseller, and today we are going to talk about unhelpful reseller advice. First, my day. I've had a day. I've been up since 4 a.m. It is now just after 3:30 p.m. I have done some stuff for Whatnot today. I've did some filming for the Whatnot and got it set up. Went to the bins, went to the cross-border shipper, then went to the bins, met a viewer there, which was super cool. I was flustered because I've never been recognized before. Totally forgot to ask her what her name was, so I apologize to that. If you're watching and want to say hi down below, go right ahead. I also want to apologize because I think you said you sell children's clothing, and I kept handing you children's clothing, and I'm not sure if you really wanted it or not. So if you didn't, I do apologize for that. The bins was pretty cool, not only because I met somebody, but because I had a good day at the bins. I got home, we finished up the Whatnot, we loaded in the store. We did a test stream because we had moved everything last weekend. We wanted to make sure the setup was working, everything's good. Paul's gone to get his car serviced. I'm doing this video. I'm taking a break when it's uploading because at 6:30 we have a Whatnot show to happen. I don't know why I was up at 4, but anyway, unhelpful reseller advice. This is advice that we have probably all heard, and it's not bad advice, it just doesn't quite hit the nail on the head. So really quickly, because it is going to be a shorter video today. Number 1, buy low, sell high. Not bad advice. Just don't take it literally. Because you know what? Buying something for $1 and selling it for 1,000 doesn't happen very often. I'm sure it has. I think it's not unheard of, but it doesn't happen very often. So, this piece of advice really should say, keep an eye on your profit. Make profit. Because, you know what? You may have to pay up for something to make that profit. You may buy really low, but sell in volume. So maybe you buy at $1 and sell it at 15, but you sell a lot, but you're making profit. Keep an eye on your profit. If you buy something for $5 and sell it for 10, you're not making $5 profit. Because you have your time involved and you have the fees involved and whatever else. You have other things involved. That's not your profit. So really, keep an eye on your profit, know what your profit is, and you'll be better off. Number 2, spend money to make money. Again, this is not bad advice. I agree with it. I think you need to have a certain amount of items in your closets, in your stores. You need inventory. Do you need all the fancy gadgets? No, you don't. You don't need half the things that people say you need. Pardon me. Steamers are nice. I have 2 actually. I have one for home and one in the office. We have a Dymo, but you don't absolutely need one. They're nice to have. We didn't start with a Dymo. We started with our regular printer that we had. And now in the States, at least, they're starting a thing where you get a QR code with the order and you can take that into the post office and they will print your labels, which is super cool in my books. So no, you spend money to make money is not bad advice because you do need some things. You just have to watch your spending. The only thing, this is the problem with this piece of advice, is that people hear the spend money and they forget about the making money. And we've talked about this before. I'll actually link that video up above if I remember. And yeah, so you just watch your spending before, make sure you're making money before you're spending the money. Oh, my phone fell. Oh, there, next one. It keeps going dark. And I have it for 5 minutes. I talk too much, maybe. The next one is sell what people want. Yeah, that's great advice. Thank you. I'm just going to take that one home and go with it because that's fabulous. I see this piece of advice on Facebook groups all the time. I mean, do people even use Facebook anymore? I mean, I do, but Facebook groups, and there are some good groups out there. People will post, oh, you know what, my sales are so slow. What can I do? How can you help me? You know, what can I sell? Sell what people want. It's not helpful. You know, it's like when somebody says, hey, I got this Louis Vuitton. Is it real or fake? And people just go, fake. You're not teaching them anything. Anyway, sell what people want. I would take that a step further and say, okay, you need to go in and you need to find out what is selling. How are you going to do that? You can go through your platforms and, I don't know, whatever you're deciding to sell. I sell mainly clothing, so I would be looking at clothing listings. I'm going to see what's available. I'm going to see what's sold. Do a comparison. I may go into a thrift store and go down the jean aisle, and the first 10 brands I will do comp searches on. So I will see what's available, what's selling, okay? And ideally, to find out what people want, you want what's listed to be much lower than what's sold. You want more items sold than you do what's listed. That'll give you a great indication of what is selling and what people want. See, the advice just needs to be taken that step further. And if you're new to reselling, you need it to be taken that step further. Taking my sip of water for the last one. The last one's a big one. The last piece of advice I want to talk about, and this piece of advice I hear in every single how to make sales on whatever platform video, on every Instagram post about, hey, this is how you can increase your sales, every single one. That piece of advice. Be consistent. Now, again, not bad advice. Not really saying anything though. It is way too vague. Way too vague. So you know what? Being consistent to me means having a routine. Get up in the morning and do this step, this task, whatever. You know what I mean? That's what consistency means to me. Okay, but really what it means in the case of resellers and advice is do the work. That's what it is. You have to do the work. This job, this business is not easy street. You have to do the work. And yeah, you know what? You could have a day off. That doesn't mean you're not being consistent. It just means you're taking a day off. I wish that there was a platform out there where we could just list it and forget it, but there isn't. It doesn't exist. You always have to be doing something. You know, some platforms do require a lot more tasks involved than others, you know, and that's up to you what you want to do with that. But you have to do the work. The more you are consistent in doing the work, the more success you will have. And that's where that piece of advice sort of fails everyone, because they're like, oh, but I get up in the morning and you know what? I share my closet and I list 5 items and I do this and I do that. But you know what? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm done. Do you know what I mean? And we're, you know, oh, but I listed 3 things and why can't I get sales? And it's like, because you're not putting enough work in. Being consistent is only part of it. Doing the work is the bigger part, in my opinion. So this is why right now my sales on Poshmark are like this, because I'm not putting the work into that platform at the moment. So I know that. It's not just the platform that's at fault here, it's also me, because I'm not putting the work in. Anyway, that is it. I hope that it was clear to everybody. Do you have a piece of advice that is a little bit unhelpful or vague? Let me know down below in the comments. Anyway, I'm going to go take a break. I'm going to get this uploaded and take a break. If you like this kind of content, please give me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed and are watching this video, please subscribe. I am uploading multiple, I can't speak, 4 o'clock in the morning, people. I am uploading multiple times a week, usually Mondays and Fridays and somewhere in between, and that's it. Everybody have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Bye.